Tio Stars, welcome to another season. Actually, the first real ever season of Tio Talks. This season is going to have 6 episodes where we just unpack who is even Tio, what is Tio Talks, who is this lady, right? And we're also going to just discuss self-worth, self-confidence, and I becoming her. Backstory to this beautiful girl. Introduce myself. My name is Tiange. I go by Tio. Friends and family call me Tio. You guys can call me Tio Star or Star Girl, period. I'm Zambian. I was born and raised in Zambia. I get this question all the time. I moved to the United States in Houston in 2011. So I'm from Houston, by the way, of Zambia, so to say. A big part of my identity is being an immigrant because I came at such a pivotal time in my life. This was middle school, so this was kind of like make or break. I had to basically survive. It was, you know, kids can be brutal, just mean comments that I had to survive. So it definitely built character, but that's a huge part of my identity, and I identify as a Zambian woman in America that's obviously black. I'm also 4'11", so yeah, I'm short. But we're gonna even it out to 5 foot, you know, on a good day. Today is a good day. In all actuality, my ID says 4'11". That's the first thing that people notice when they see me. I remember earlier this year I was on, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, it's Bumble BFF, and I met a few girls that I'm still in contact with. Shout out to you too. But when I first met them, they're like, oh my gosh, you're short, because I don't appear short. I'm low-key a catfish online because I always say make me look taller, make me look taller. So that's a little bit about me in a nutshell. So from Zambia, short girl, immigrant daughter, has hopes and dreams of being in the legal field. I'm currently working as a paralegal, which I love, and I've always loved content creation and just being on camera since I was very, very little. It actually comes from my dad. My dad's screenwriter. When I was very young, he took me to like a television studio, and I just fell in love with cameras and seeing myself on TV the next day. So that's where I'm coming from, right? And I was fairly young, but I think that kind of stuck with me. I always wanted to pursue media or entertainment in some fashion. And thankfully now, fast forward, as an adult, we have social media, so here I am. So I didn't grow up with my mom, and because of that, I felt like I had to expedite my growth. When I moved here to the United States, I had to heavily rely on myself as far as emotionally and emotional regulation. So I matured faster in my mind, but at the same time was also really still sheltered socially. So it took me a while to have regular social skills that I'm now experiencing out after college, after college, right? But other than that, maturity and emotional regulation and just being smart and kind of hyper independent. Even how I moved out was a result of that, but no one really understands that. I don't even think I've really talked about the psychology of what made me move out the way that I did, but it was something that I didn't feel like I could grow in my mom's house. It was kind of very stunting growth. You can't really express yourself or do anything or even just be a regular person. So I had to get out of there, and I'm glad I did, because post moving out I've just grown so much. I've learned so much. Some have had really terrible experiences, but they needed to happen when they did. I'm glad that they happened now rather than much later in life had I stayed home, you know. And this teacup. Anyway, when I start having guests on here, everyone's gonna have a teacup and something cozy to wear, but we'll see how this goes. Let's talk about me being petite. If you're short, you get it. You understand what I'm saying. My biggest struggle, honestly, it wasn't really bullying because I was short and skinny. It was more so being underestimated or pushed over in real life, having clothes not fit, having to always tailor things, and just being forced to be creative in order to look as decent as your taller counterparts, or as the girls that were a little bit thicker, you know what I mean? And there was a portion of my life where that was a big insecurity of mine. I wanted to gain weight. I was taking supplements to gain weight, And you know, with that, I just learned to accept it, embrace it, and now it's a part of my brand. And as you get older, you get better with everything. So like the way you dress, the way you look, the way you do your hair and makeup, it always gets better. And so now I'm at a point where I've just accepted it, and it is what it is, and I'm beautiful the way that I am with my short petite self. But because of that, that's why I'm like at the forefront of like petite fashion, and like just trying to bring awareness to like the girls that, hey, there's things for you that could work for you, that you could do and look decent. You don't have to be thick to look good, you know what I mean, or tall. Okay, the card is full. The best thing that I ever did was pick up a camera, because this has given me so much confidence, so much creativity. I'm able to take things that are in my mind and like put them, like talk to myself and put it on the screen and have it like come out exactly how I saw it. And girl, the hell's exactly how I saw it in like my dream or whatever thought I had. So that's been really cool, and that's one thing I definitely appreciate. It keeps my brain going always. When I look at like a tree or something, I can think, oh, that will look really good in a photo, or like how can I like, you know, utilize this thing to make it look better than it is. Like, again, I'm from Zambia, and we're not the most fortunate family, okay? So I'm also really good at working with what I have and being just resourceful. So social media and creating content has allowed me to like use that to its full capacity, if you may. We're wrapping this up. This is not a get to know Tio, even though it is, right? We'll do more of that later. Let's keep it spicy. Let's keep it pushing. Let's talk about what this season's gonna be about. So it's gonna be, girl, want to know what's in my cup? This first season is honestly just being candid, having candid moments with you and me, just us. Before we start to bring guests on, we're going to talk about our experiences with body shaming, positivity, body image, self-image, insecurities, goals, ambitions, discipline as a woman, as a girl, things you need to know. So let's wrap this up. First episode done. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. Time is something that I value the most in life, so it means so much to me that you're at the beginning of this podcast journey with me, this, I guess, media journey with me. Who knows where this would take us. I'm very, very, very excited. This season is about becoming her, becoming more confident and more soft, self-aware, healed. Again, this podcast is for the healed girlies, or the girls trying to heal or on their healing journey. We're doing this together. Welcome to Tio Talks. I'm your host, Tiange. Yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.